Since the word trauma has changed, years ago, trauma meant something very specific: abuse, violence, severe neglect. Now, trauma can mean almost anything that made someone uncomfortable growing up. Your parents told you no, trauma. They had rules in the house, trauma. They didn't let you run the streets with Pookie in them, trauma. Somewhere along the line, discipline got rebranded as damaged. Somewhere along the line. Intent versus interpretation. Now, let me be clear. I don't want to hear all y'all in the chats and all that. Some people truly experience horrible childhood. Real abuse exists. Understand that. But there's also a lot of parents who are just trying to raise responsible adults. They were working 2 to 3 jobs. They were trying to keep you away from drugs, bad relationships, and bad decisions. And now, those same parents are being told, you traumatized me, right? So why does this hurt the parents so much? You know why this cuts so deep for parents? Because the things being labeled trauma were often the very sacrifices that kept the child safe. The rules, the boundaries, the discipline, those things were never meant to hurt you. They were meant to protect you and protect your future. Understand that. The real conversation we need. Here's the real conversation. Here's the real conversation nobody wants to have. Intent matters. Context matters. Parenting is messy. And sometimes the people who tried the hardest are the ones being blamed the most. Understand that. It's hard. So I want to ask both sides something. I want you guys to leave me a comment. When you say trauma, are you talking about real harm? Or are you talking about a parent who didn't do everything perfectly, but still loved you and tried? Because those are 2 very different conversations. And if we're going to heal families, we have to start being honest. And we have to start being honest and talking about that. These are conversations that need to be had. You know, when you're talking about adult children going no contact and estranged from their parents, a lot of it comes back to the type of trauma that they say they dealt with. I want you guys to leave me a comment below and let me know what's your version and definition of trauma.